I'm going to sell on my Hondo Fame 760 Series 12. This is one of the sort of higher up ranges by Hondo. I've got other videos from when I bought this, probably a year ago, maybe a wee bit more than that. Fantastic 12 string guitar. It's got an amazing neck, like all the expensive Hondos do. Well, expensive for a Hondos. Grover tuners all the way. One of them has the dust cap missing on the back, so if you look at the E there, so you can see the cog inside. You could probably stick something on that. You might even be able to, I don't know, make something. Don't know. I just left it. I had to upgrade the pickups. If you look at my other videos, I'll tell you why, but it's to do with the ones that are in it. You know, they've got pole pieces, normal Strat pickups. They're good pickups, but they were too thin to pick up all the strings. So if you put them in the middle, you didn't really get either the thick or the thin string very well. And if you slid them down a wee bit, you lost the highs and moved it up. So you needed to have actually physically wider magnetic fields to pick up all the strings. So I put these rail humbuckers in. They are humbuckers, but I've wired them all so they're all coil defeated, so they're basically just single coils now. The middle one's permanently single coil in this, but there's a push-pull pot. If you pull that up, that makes these two humbuckers, and that's just your normal 5-way Strat switch. Volume and a tone. Also, while I was in there, that bridge has a piezo pickup in it. It's a piezo bridge. That's the volume control for it, for the acoustic sound. I wired it up with a stereo output, so obviously just now I'm just running on mono, so there's the neck pickup in single coil. Middle pickup, bridge pickup, middle sound. Right, so that's the acoustic one, the electric one. If you know how a stereo thing works, you've got, like, instead of just having the tip and the sleeve on a stereo one, you've got a tip and then you've got a ring in the middle and then you've got the sleeve. So just now I'm only using the tip, and if you might imagine, there's another wee lever that comes in and touches the second bit for the stereo. So if you only put it in halfway, I can get it to... Yep, so now the voice not doing because now the piezo is on instead, which is a bit brighter and quite acousticy, but nothing else does it. Back into the magnetic pickups. It'd be pretty easy to wire it back up, so they're both in together. The reason I did it is because I've actually got a Y splitter cable, and I was running it through that wee acoustic amp, which you can't see it. So if it had the acoustic coming through that wee amp and the electric coming through the Sovtech, and it was quite good being able to mix the two. You can actually mix them live on there because you've got a volume control for each one. So if you're playing a gig, you could have you've got the PA. You know, you could have the acoustic sound coming through the PA and then turn it down for when you're doing a solo or whatever. But as a guitar player, 12 stringers are kind of funny, but you can actually play lead on it. Didn't have a lot of fun getting electric strings. I couldn't get Elixir ones because Elixir's my favourite. They're just Didarios. I think that was the only company I could find that actually made electric 12 string sets. They are good. So the guitar itself it's got a few wee dents on it on the body, but not much. A wee bit of platey scratches. What it's for, but it all works perfectly. The neck, there's not a mark in the back of the neck. It's lovely, and I don't think there's any fretwear to speak of. Well, no, it's pretty much unfretted. Well, unfretted, pretty much unmolested. There's a wee bit of a dink there in the fretboard, but that's not. If you can see that, it's not in the fret, it's just in the fretboard. So Sonic used played this exact guitar. It's going to sound like I'm going to play any Sonic Youth, but I don't know any, but difficult with the alternate picking. It doesn't matter on the high strings. It's not really meant for metal. It's not too metal. It's still a Strat, so you get away with playing this in a Beatles tribute band, I suppose, almost. Oh, the other thing as well. See the headstock? It's actually the guy before me cut off a wee bit off the tip because he said it made it impossible to turn that tuner, which I wish he hadn't done, but there you go, he did it. So it wasn't exactly the same as a Fender 12 shape anyway, and because it was, you'd have to know that it's meant to, it goes to a wee point like that, or it should do. But apart from that, this guitar is a rockin'. Yeah, I'd rather not sell it, but hey, I've got to fix my boat trailer. Buy it.